alleged crimes under the spotlight, members of Tupac's family have this week hired an investigator to examine the links between Diddy and the murder. And joining me now is Tupac Shakur's brother, Mopreme. Well, Mopreme, thank you very much indeed for joining me.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I don't know what time it is there.
It's like early evening in the UK. Are you in LA?
Currently.
Yeah.
Shout out to all of my people across the pond.
Well, it's great to have you here on Uncensored. We're very keen to talk to you because obviously a lot has happened to P. Diddy in recent weeks. He's now languishing in prison. Let me start first of all, your reaction to what's happened to him.
My reaction is that it's a mess. I have nothing to do with, but I wanted to make it clear that the family is pursuing an investigation into my brother's death. Wherever the investigation leads, that's where it leads.
I voted for Donald Trump in 2016 and 2020. Now, for the first time in my life, I'm voting for a Democrat.
It's not about that guy specifically. It's about justice for my brother.
You were Tupac's older stepbrother. And I want to, just for the benefit of viewers who may not be familiar with your brother, with what happened, with the rivalry, and obviously his subsequent murder, just very quickly paint me a picture of how all this happened.
Well, for many years, as far as the hip-hop rap world goes, Tupac, my brother, was king of the hill, top dog, king of rap. And with it comes a lot of envy, jealousy, and, all types of things.
Diddy declared, "This story is a lie," the LA Times story. Neither I nor the late Notorious had any knowledge of any attack on Tupac before, during, or after it happened. Do you think that was an honest statement?
My opinion is that I don't believe it was 100% honest statement. So, again, you gotta find out what's true and what's false, what's real and what's fake.
Do you think
we were all confused when Pac got touched in New York?
You must have talked to your brother about that. Did he confide in you any more thoughts about it?
He did, but you know how this game goes. Until you could actually prove it, you can't hop out there and say it. So Pac made it very clear of his suspicions, his instincts, and we're trying to find which direction was the right direction to go in for this investigation.
Do you believe the two shootings were absolutely linked, that the same people were behind both?
I can't say. I can't speak of any absolutes.
No, is that your gut feeling?
I'm not sure.
His sparring partner, Suge Knight, tweeted from jail, "Justice for Tupac is coming, KEEFE, D, and now Diddy." That was pretty unambiguous.
Yeah, like I said, Piers, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. So that's the point where we're at right now. a lot of people think it's him. A lot of people have other theories, and it all has to be vetted. This is 27, 28 years of rumors as well. You know what I mean? So hopefully we get some justice.
It's believed that your family believe that KEEFE D's nephew, Orlando Anderson, who's now dead, actually pulled the trigger to kill Diddy. That KEEFE D acquired the gun, Orlando shot it, and that Diddy ordered the hit. That is the I believe, the belief from your family. Is that an accurate assessment of where you all think?
I think Puffy was involved in the shooting.
Only they can answer that question. I have my own opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they did mine. I wouldn't say things that I knew. You know what I mean? I believe something. I do believe something. I have proof, things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows.
When you watched that, do you think he was basically saying he did think that Diddy was involved but didn't want to say so publicly?
Been entertained.
I get that money on my
So we not even going to go there with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
But you listen, 7 years ago I'd have been like, yo, do you have somebody to kill about? But no, you have to do it like a journalist.
Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? It's
Which you never believed, right?
Neither I nor the late Notorious had any knowledge of any attack on TUPAC before, during, or after it happened. Do you think that was an honest statement?
My opinion is that I don't believe it was 100% honest statement. So again, got to find out what's true and what's false, what's real and what's false.
that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we not even going to even go there with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
But you listen, 7 years ago I'd have been like, yo, do you have somebody to kill about? But no, you have to do it like a journalist.
Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying?
Which you never believed, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Time in that shooting, that first shooting. Let's take a run.
I think Puffy was involved in the shooting.
Only they can answer that question. I have my own opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they did mine. I wouldn't say things that I knew. You know what I mean? I believe something. I do believe something. I have proof, things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows.
When you watched that, do you think he was basically saying he did think that Diddy was involved but didn't want to say so publicly?
No, it wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we not even going to even go there with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
But you listen, 7 years ago I'd have been like, yo, do you have somebody to kill about? But no, you have to do it like a journalist.
Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying?
Which you never believed, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Do you think it's nonsense?
Yo, we gon' see. Just like I told him, we gon' see. People say a lot of things that are often not true, or often deception, or often designed to throw people off the trail. So we gon' see. I'm not saying nothing until this investigation is over, and then we'll see what it is. But everybody knows the suspicions, everybody knows the theories. He can say that all he wants to, but people, especially now, are thinking that it might be possible. We gonna see.
I get the feeling quite strongly that you don't believe Diddy when he's denied any involvement to you. I don't think you believe it when he says it's nonsense on the Breakfast Club interview, or when he issued that statement about the LA Times. I don't think you believe a word of it. And I think that part of you, and correct me if I'm wrong, now that Diddy is in a prison cell and is facing the full arm of the law on very serious charges, that may be the catalyst for why you as a family have decided to really up the legal ante now. Would that be an accurate assessment of where we are?
No, we have nothing to do with his current situation, sex trafficking. I have nothing to do with none of that. Our issues were prior to that. In fact, this KEEFE dude got arrested. He's a known associate of Combs. That's just the fact. So, Stevie Wonder can see that.
Right. Well, exactly. That's really the point, isn't it? That if
it ain't our fault,
If a known associate of Sean Combs has been arrested and is facing charges of first-degree murder, that would suggest that Diddy was involved.
That would suggest that it should be investigated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That suggests that it should be looked into, along with all the other theories.
Would you say it's the most likely theory, Mopreme, of all the theories you've heard?
Most likely, between a few theories, it's high on the list.
How do you think you're going to get to the truth? I know you've hired a lawyer, Alex Spiro, very well-known, aggressive lawyer. Is this part of a concerted effort now to actually get to the truth? And how do you think that will emerge?
Yes, this is a concerted effort to get to the truth of my brother's murder, wherever it may lead. What they say, innocent until proven guilty. Okay, so we're at that point trying to prove things, trying to prove our theories, either prove them or disprove them, and stop them from cluttering the information pool.
But why make the move this week?
That's what's so interesting. We announced, Quinn Emanuel announced a few months ago. That's why it's interesting that it's
Subscribe. Stay tuned to Urban Culture University. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next video.